Word association is I say a word and then you say the first word that comes into your head, okay?
Bum.
No, not yet.
Oh.
I say a word first, then you.
Then I say the first word that comes into my head.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You ready?
Yeah.
River.
River.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first word that came into my head.
Okay. That's the word I said.
Oh, well, that's probably why then.
Okay, it should be a word that you associate with the word that I say. That's why it's called word association.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's what that word makes you think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Death.
Death. That's what it makes me think of, you know. I mean, when I hear the word death, I think of death. I can't help it. That's the first word that came into my mind. Go on.
Mother.
Mother.
Sex.
Sex.
Moon.
Moon.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
No.
Stop.
Stop.
Wait.
Wait.
No.
No.
Shut up.
Shut up.
No.
No.
Look.
Look.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Shut up.
Shut up. Because she's old, right, and deaf, and she has her television on really loud, right? And it makes my wife and I very angry, right, because it keeps interrupting us when we are trying to shout at each other. And sometimes, if she's watching the same program as us, we can hear it louder from her flat than from ours. It's like, you know...
Annoying.
No, surround sound.
Right.
But I got my revenge the other day, right, because... I saw her, what do you call it, parked outside, right? She's got one of them electric buggies, you know, like a very slow motorbike for old people and fat people, right?
Right.
And I saw it there, and I sauntered up very casually, right? And I took out my Leatherman, and I snipped through the brake cable.
Well, that could be very dangerous.
No, it's okay, because no one saw me.
Dangerous for her, I mean.
Well, I know, and that's why I'm talking about it now, right? Because I can't decide whether it was just a bit of harmless fun, or whether I need to tell old Nick to stop giving me bad advice.
Old Nick?
The devil.
Oh, right. Oh, the devil comes to you, does he?
That's right.
What does he look like?
Don't be silly, he's invisible.
Ah, he's invisible. Like the Invisible Man.
No, he's not like the Invisible Man. The Invisible Man was a total muppet. He put bandages around his face so you could see him.
That's right. That's stupid, isn't it?
I tell you what, if I was invisible, I wouldn't put bandages around my face. No. I would get up to some mischief, right?
Yeah.
I would go straight to the ladies' toilets and have a really good look around in there.
Well, if you're invisible, they couldn't catch you.
Well, no, it's actually quite easy to catch the Invisible Man, right?
Is it?
Yeah, all you got to do is watch for the footprints, right? And then throw some paint just above them.
Oh, right. Well, have you ever thought of doing that with the devil?
I have tried it.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I came home one day from B&Q, I came into my flat, and I could feel his presence in there, right?
Right.
Luckily, I had a 5-liter tin of apricot peach,
right?
Quickly, I threw it at him,
right.
But it was too quick for me.
Ah.
And the paint, it's gone all over the sofa and up the walls.
Ah.
And it was vinyl silk, so it was a real cunt to get off. My wife is absolutely butted me.
Yeah. Let me just ask you something. If he's invisible, how do you know that it's the devil?
Because he introduced himself. Hello, pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. That's right, it's the devil.
The devil, right. Does God come to you? Does he speak to you as well?
Sometimes.
What's he like?
He's a bit boring, really.
Is he?
Yeah, he says things like, "Hey, Johnny, wipe that smile off your face. Hey, Johnny, now wash your hands."
Right, the devil's a bit more fun.
The devil is cheeky. He's like a very naughty friend, you know.
Yeah.
He says things like, "Hey, Johnny, see that little fat kid with the balloon? Go and pop it." Right? Or, "Hey, Johnny, why don't you go and put a little piece of shit through the whole latest letterbox?"
Yeah. You know, seriously, though, you don't have to do what he says.
Well, he's a very powerful man, you know. I mean, he is evil incarnate, right? He could condemn me to eternal damnation.
You know Free Will?
Yeah, I've seen the film.
What film?
free will with the whale. How do they get him to do those tricks?
I don't know.
I tell you what, it's amazing.
It is good, yes.
Did you know that whales was the first creatures to exist on Earth?
No, it's interesting. So in fact, we're all...
Welsh, that's right.
Louis, are you aware of what's going on around you?
What do you mean, space, time, universe?
How many weeks have you been coming here?
22.
Right. And how many weeks do you think you'll still have to come here before you're better?
Another 22.
Yeah. How old are you?
22.
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
5.
So,
Would you like to be my new wifelet?
Wifelet.
Aye, wifelet.
I think that would be inappropriate. I think we should keep our relationship on a strictly professional footing.
Right.
Okay, I'm honoured that you asked, though. How many wifelets do you have?
22.
The world of magic is it's a cutthroat world, a very cutthroat world, and people have their own styles and their own versions of illusions, and they protect them like copyright.
What's your particular individual thing?
Well, I wear a cape.
Gosh, do you?
Yeah, I mean, I take it off to do me act.
Right.
Because it'll just get in the way.
Of course.
And people think that you're hiding things in it,
No, right.
But I've been having a crisis of confidence. Is that what you call it recently?
Mm.
I work in a business where people are really highly skilled at what they do, People have a lot of respect for each other, because magic, when it's done properly, is very difficult, And all my colleagues, they're really good at it. But I feel just like a complete fraud. Because I don't do anything clever at all, because I've never told anyone this before. But when I do it, it really is magic. Look, pick a card. King of Diamonds.
Oh, yes.
See, when other people do that, they have a system to being clever.
Whereas you...
I just know it's the King of Diamonds. There's nothing clever about it at all, There's no skill involved, and I feel like a complete fraud.
Right. Sorry, but when you say it really is magic...
Well, stuff just happens. When other people make a dove appear out of thin air, there's a high level of skill involved, whereas I, just...
God.
It's not an illusion, it's a real bird. Feathers and shit.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, but there's no professionalism involved. I just think of a dove and there's a dove, it's embarrassing, really.
So whatever you think of...
Yeah.
if you thought of a rabbit...
Exactly, yeah.
What?
Because you said rabbit.
And you thought of rabbit?
Yeah. Do you want it?
No, not really, no. God. Wow. Bloody hell. That was So, what do you expect me to...
I don't know. I've never told anyone any of this before.
Why do you think you're talking about it now?
I suppose because I see you, some sort of priest there, like a confessional and...
Wow.
But I'm just, worried that someone from the Magic Circle will find out. I just feel so self-conscious.
Yeah, well, I do a bit too now.
You think I'd be very pleased about my...
Enormous power, you insignificant bubble!
Yeah, don't do that again. There are no rules in here, but don't do that again, please.
Sorry, I do apologise. I wish I hadn't come now.
Oh, that is very good. Hello? 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 You haven't paid. Father,
Parsnip.
love,
Turnip.
death,
Artichoke.
Yeah, can I just stop you there? You do know that they don't all have to be just vegetables.
Okay,
Anything.
yeah. Right, yeah.
Okay. Mother.
Potato.
Sex.
Asparagus.
Fear.
Pork.
Pork.
Yeah.
All right.
Why?
No, nothing. Rage.
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 Rage. Dwarf corn.
Policeman.
Cabbage.
Yeah, I think we probably had enough of that, haven't we?
How did I do?
Very good.
Right. Okay. And I look in the mirror and I think, fat housewife, you know, what's he doing living with me? Saggy bum, bingo wings.
Sorry?
Bingo wings, you know, like an old checkout woman. Morning, beep, blah, 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 blah. Morning, beep, blah, 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 blah. Would you like cash back? That's me, old checkout woman.
I think you're being a little bit harsh on yourself.
Well, you look at me and you tell me what you see. Well, okay.
Well, Ricky, I see a mature man who's experienced a lot of pain in his life, which has given him powerful feelings and a great deal of wisdom.
Don't say nice things. Don't. He's 23. He's an actor. He's devastatingly... He's 23.
And how old are you?
Oh, I'm... No. Perhaps I should just ask him to go now. I mean, he'll leave anyway. They all do sooner or later.
Has he said anything about leaving?
No, but he's kind, and he's an actor.
He hasn't left yet, so there must be something in the relationship that's keeping him. If I was to ask Edward, what is it that he gets from you, what do you think he would say?
Just like Mr. and Mrs.
No, but what is it that you give him that he doesn't get from anybody else?
Nagging. No, belief, I suppose. He's an actor, and he's been out of work for 8 months now. But I believe in him. I believe in his talent. I believe in his success. I believe in him utterly butterly. I mean, what you can't see is that he's got a smile that can light up a small town. I mean, he's talented, he's funny, he's kind, he's cheeky. He's jaw-droppingly gorgeous, you know?
Yeah, he sounds lovely.
Hands off, love.
No, I didn't mean...
Think Michelangelo's David.
Right.
Imagine that bringing you a cup of green tea in the morning after he's been a naughty boy and stayed out all night. I mean, how could you fail to forgive him?
Right.
Hmm?
No, I love green tea.
Though, have you ever noticed with Michelangelo's David? Very small, tiny. What a time to run out of marble.
Mm.
No problems in that department with Edward, I'm pleased to say.
Good. Well, that sounds nice.
He's a thing of beauty in an ugly world.
Mm. It can be an ugly world, can't it, Ricky?
Don't get me started on it. Ugliness everywhere. I hate it. I mean, you see people walking down the street in broad daylight, and they really shouldn't be allowed.
Right, when you said about an ugly world, I thought you meant more people not being caring.
No, I mean people not being pretty. It's so sad, isn't it? You know, I mean, there should be a charity for them, really, because it's a disability. We've got Help the Aged, you know, why not help the ugly?
Yes, good point.
Still, I can't talk. Look at me. I mean, I'm like a blot on the landscape. I'm an eyesore. I should be towed out to sea as a dangerous wreck and sunk by naval gunfire.
I think you're being a little bit unfair.
Well, it is unfair, you know. Women have the menopause. At least they've got grandchildren to look forward to, whereas for an old queen like me, it's a pretty lonely outlook, really. I shall end up an old man with a wardrobe full of young shirts.
Right.
And by the way, what do you think?
Very nice, yes.
Cheerful or curtains?
Cheerful, definitely.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Except as a metaphor, the devil doesn't exist.
What are you talking about? Of course he exists.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he
No,
does.
he doesn't.
Yes, he
No, he
does.
doesn't.
Yes, he does.
The devil does not exist.
I believe that the devil does exist.
Well, I don't believe he does.
Well, I do believe that he do.
Well, do.
Exactly, he
Yeah.
do.
No, he doesn't exist.
All right, what are you saying then, right?
Yeah.
Who is responsible for all the bad things that's happening in the world? People?
Yes, some of them people, some of them are just acts of God.
All right, so God does exist.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he
no,
does.
he doesn't.
Yes, he
no,
does.
he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Golf, you know what I mean? I hate golf. A lot of my mates are bang on it, you know, that's all they talk about, golf, you know? And they spend bundles on the gear. They're always off, you know, wherever, playing it. The wives have had enough. I mean, they're out in Portugal, you know, banging brasses, 18 holes by day, another couple by night.
Is that a diesel?
What?
Your car, is it a diesel?
Diesel? Fuck off. That's for teachers and coppers, you muppet.
I think she's asleep.
You looking at my wife? Fancy her, do you?
No.
No?
Ooh, no offence.
What are you saying? She's a hound?
No, not at all. No, she's lovely.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to, though. I think you'd find her a bit difficult in the sexual area.
She doesn't like sex?
No, she loves it. She wants it all the time. She can't get enough.
You don't like sex?
Not with her, no. I mean, she thinks I don't like it. She thinks I've lost my sex drive, but I would happily have sex with anyone else, you know. One of her mates, a sister even. You know. I can't tell her that, can I?
No.
No, I've just got to grin and, you know, go for it. Some days it's like, oh, God, you know. I mean, I reckon I'm the only bloke I know who's faked an orgasm.
No. But it's interesting, actually, because men, you know, carry this reputation for being the hunter, the stud, the stag. You know.
Yeah, I can see why that'd be true of you, Peter.
But in fact, they're not once they're married. Most unhappy women are unhappy because their husbands have lost interest in them.
Yeah, well, men don't lose interest outside the marriage, do they? I don't know a single married bloke that hasn't played away. Not one. That's what men are like, you know, just programmed to put it about a bit.
And women.
No.
Yes, many women seek sex outside the marriage.
Really?
In my experience, yes.
Was that professionally or personally?
Professionally.
Right.
Yep.
Bloody hell.
What?
It's never occurred to me.
What?
Well, she's having an affair.
No, I was never suggesting that.
I'm going to make a move, actually, Peter, I think.
No, don't go. We're in the middle of having a conversation.
No, that's what I'm going to do.
Having an intelligent chat.
I'm going to shoot, mate.
But you got 20 minutes left.
Yeah. No, I'm going to go.
Well, Louis, it's good to see you looking so...
Wait! Did you hear that?
No? What was it?
That noise.
What was it?
I don't know.
No, I didn't. It's good to see you looking so calm and healthy. And you take care of yourself, okay?
Hey, you too.
Thank you. You all right to get home?
Hey,
How are you going?
bus.
Which bus are you getting?
22.
Right. There's absolutely nothing that you can't say in this room, so just in your own time.
No, I'm sorry.
That's fine. Do you want to take a break?
No.
Okay. Penny for your thoughts? Sorry, just... Where are you now?
Huh?
What's going on now?
Sorry, I was thinking about something else. Oh.
Yes?
No, it's gone.
Fair enough.
And I think it was last Wednesday, and the rain was hammering down, you know, and it was getting quite late, and it was very cold, and the tyre on the blooming cab decided to pop in Harlesden, of all places, you know, and Rose was at home waiting for her tea. Meals on Wheels would have been long gone, and I can't change a tyre very easily at my age, and luckily these two young Indians helped me out.
Indians?
Well, Pakistanis or Bangladeshis, whatever they're called, you know. But I'll tell you something, Peter. Two nicer boys you couldn't hope to meet.
Lovely.
Yes, despite what people say.
What is that?
Well, you know, some people in the papers, you know. And anyway, when I saw them approaching, I thought, oh dear, Monty, you know, your number's up, you're dead meat. And then I thought, well, you know, if you want my cab, you're going to have to get past these, you know. One fist of iron, one fist of steel. If the right don't get you, then the left one will. But luckily all they wanted to do was help. So, you see, you know, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Sorry, listen.
Where is he? I don't care. What the fuck have you been saying to my husband?
Oh, hello.
Sorry, I tried to stop them.
Sorry, what's...
Which one of you is it?
Sorry, I told her she was well out of order.
Look, Gary, what is going on here?
She wants to talk to you.
You, is it? Sorry.
Not at all.
I'm afraid this is somebody else's time.
That's what I said.
Well, she's absolutely right.
Who do you think you are? What, have you got a fucking licence for ruining people's lives?
Now, hang on, I'm sorry, but this is completely unacceptable. This is somebody else's session.
I don't mind.
Monty, please.
I'm not leaving.
I know who you are, and if you want to book an appointment, you can talk to Rebecca and book a time like everybody else has to. But I'm not having, and you should know better, I'm not having you interrupting a session with a client.
I don't mind.
Monty.
Look, if your need is greater than mine...
Monty, shut up.
I'm sorry about this, mate.
No, come on. What's the problem?
This joker told my husband I was having an affair behind his back.
And are you?
Now, you see what I have to put up with? You are so selfish. This is this bloke's session. You have no idea how important these are to people like us.
Gary.
I mean, they're nearly sacrosanct.
Gary, sit down.
No, don't.
Now, listen. My wife Rose had an affair. Rambling Rose, I called her. Well, she rambled right out of our marriage. I remember I was absolutely devastated. Well, my friends rallied round. Monty, they said, there's only one thing you can do with a Rose like that. Get your secateurs out and prune her back hard. But I didn't have the heart, you know. If God had intended her to be a rambling Rose, then a rambling Rose she must be. And do you know what? One day she rambled right back into our marriage and she bloomed like she'd never bloomed before. No.
What the fuck do you think you're doing telling him I'm having an affair?
I never suggested that you were having an affair. He said... Well, actually, I can't tell you what he said because it's confidential.
Oh, but it's all right for you to bandy my private life around behind my back.
All I was saying...
This is just bollocks.
All I was saying is that it's not only men that find themselves having an affair.
Are you having a fucking affair? If you're having an affair, I fucking will.
Whoa there, Missy. Time out. Oh, the language. Can I say something here? I think you've both possibly misinterpreted what Peter was saying. Peter, because of his profession, often has to speak metaphorically and in general terms, but I know where you're coming from. I hear you both. Now, people often think that marriage is a bowl of cherries. As the Beach Boys so memorably put it, we could be married, then we'd be happy. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. Marriage is actually very hard work. And I think if people realised that, they wouldn't be so hard on themselves and on each other when things go wrong. And the world would be a much happier place.
Monty, I appreciate what you're doing.
Shut up, Peter.
Go on.
Well, I don't think there's anything more for me to say now. I think you two should both go home and reflect upon what's happened today.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, and I think you should leave now, actually, because you've interrupted our session, and I've got some important things I need to discuss with Peter. You're not the only ones that need help, you know, so goodbye.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well done. Thanks.
She was a bit of a cracker, wasn't she? No wonder she's playing the field.
But we don't know that she is.
Oh, she is.
I don't know if you're... I mean, you might well have something else on, but I was just thinking, wouldn't it be nice to go for a drive? Because the weather's so great. A nice drive in the country, and then stop at a pub for a drink and a nice lunch in a nice country pub. Lunch in the country. What would you say? What would you say?
Rebecca,
Yes?
has the post arrived?
No.
Good.
I was thinking about her the other day.
What, your receptionist?
Rebecca, yeah, I was thinking about her and me and what the future holds and how difficult it can be when you work together and you're also a couple.
What, have you actually spoken to her?
What?
Well, I mean, have you even told her that you like her?
No. No, I should really.
No, why spoil it? Peter, will you sit down? You're really getting on my nerves, mate.
Sorry.
Right, how's work going?
Well, do you find it difficult being a therapist?
Occasionally, mate.
Yes, I do. I mean, some of my clients are very disappointing.
Aren't they?
Yeah, so self-obsessed, right up their own arses. I'm sorry, that's a very unprofessional thing to say.
No, that's all right, mate. Let it out.
Well, they just go on and on talking about themselves for hours and
Don't they?
hours, just
Yep.
on and on,
Yep.
moaning and whining endlessly, relentlessly.
Yeah, I hear you, mate.
Do you know what the worst thing is? After a while, I find that they all sort of merge into one huge generic client, and I can't tell them apart. I can't remember which one's which. They all look the same to me.
Really, that's quite intriguing. Do they remind you of anyone in particular?
Well, funnily enough, they remind me of you.
Right.
Right, okay, hello. Yes, I'm fine, thank you. This is instead of talking, is it? Right. Did you? Yes. How do you know what I'm going to say then? You don't? Right. Whoa!
Oh, hello, I was just thinking about you. All right?
Right. Could you think about something else, please?
Okay.
Oh, you still haven't paid? Oh. But you haven't got a card for that.